Hi everyone, I'm Mike and welcome to Outdoor Adventuring Gear. Today guys, I'm going to put up a video I've been wanting to put up for a long while now. Pop-up tents, due to their popularity, and today they're getting very cost efficient. They're becoming a main staple in the camping world, which I'm happy to see. There's nothing like getting to a camping site, you're going to enjoy your night with your family or by yourself, and you don't want to spend all that time either setting up camp or getting things ready, especially with a tent. I don't like taking my backpacking tents out there, and I know a lot of people are the same way I do, so I like camping tents when I go camping. Now, pop-up tents, when they first came out, frustrated me to no end, and I'm sure they do a lot of other people out there. So I was looking to put this video up. They all work basically on the same principle. I'm going to show you that method on 4 types of tents so you can see how familiar they are with each other. One is my favorite military bivvy that I have here. I have the Coleman 4-person pop-up. I have a privacy pod that you have outside that I'll be putting a first impression up on soon. And that's basically the kind that you pop up. It's kind of tall that you can get changed in, go to the bathroom in, anything of that nature, just to give you privacy where you're at. And the other one is a child's play tent that still does fold up on the same principle. I'm going to show you multiple views on this. Hang in there with me. I'm going to show you multiple views on this and how to do it. Then, just to summate, I'm going to show you the principle with a wiring harness without the tent around. It's going to be small, but it's going to give you that mental picture of it. So if you want, you might want to forward to that part of the video and then come back to here. Just to let you guys know, it's not that hard. Take your time. The only thing you really have to be worried about pop-up tents is when you're letting them go. Some of these tents are under a lot of pressure, so most of the time it's best to make sure no little ones around, no pets are around, toss it away from you and let it do its thing. After that, you're good to go, set things up, stake it out, and you're ready to enjoy your night. Let's have some fun. First one I'm going to show you, which is probably the easiest to make sure you get the idea of what I'm saying, is this little play school children's play tent. Picked this up a long time ago for my grandchildren to play in. As each one gets older, it gets passed to the next youngest one. And I want to show you, this is one of the simplest pop-ups. Like I said before, let them go, let them do their thing. And there you go. Now, that is what we call a miniature tent. As you can see, this looks very familiar, doesn't it? It looks almost like a Coleman 4-person. And it has the door here. I'm going to fold it up on camera. But what you're going to do, simple form, you're going to take one edge, grab each pole as you go. 1, 2, and this one is exactly the same as the Coleman. 3, 4. Then you're going to stand it up like this. Just picture this as a trash can or hamper. What you're going to do is take this, let me turn. You're going to take this part of the tent and you're going to bring it to here. You're going to fold it under like this. And what this does is it forms like Mickey Mouse ears. As you can see from this side, see the ears? One here by my knee. And what you're going to do is you're going to cross them one on top of the other. This is exactly the same for the Coleman 4-person in most every tent you're going to see. You're going to put it here, hold up. That's it. Exactly the same. This method is used on almost all pop-up tents. The next tent I have to show you is military combat bivvy. One of my favorite bivvies. Multiple channels have done impressions and videos of this, and I think I will too, just because I love the darn thing so much. Now, the bigger the tents get, this folded thing gets a little bit more power behind it. So a lot of manufacturers offer a strap to hold it down while you get it in its bag. This one has a lot of power. You're going to see that when I let it go. That is a lot of power. Now you notice the shape of it. It's basically the exact same tent. Okay? See these sides? These sides are going to act the same. I'm going to take this one to this rod, and I'm going to fold this rod to this rod. I'm going to fold it, and I'm going to fold it under, and then I'm going to take those 2 ears and overlap them. Here to here. I'm going to take this here to here, here to here. Exactly the same. Just like that, okay? I'll show you the other side. You're going to take that end, diagonally bring it down to here, okay? There's the 2 ears. One on top of the other, and that's the tent. Now, I'll show you the next step on this. because the military takes this one more step. I'm going to show this just to show you that how innovative they can be. I'm basically going to twist and make this into a figure 8 and fold it right on top itself. Figure 8, fold it on top itself. Now you can see why that tent is under so much pressure when I let it go. Let me grab the strap so this doesn't come up and hit me in the face. The military took it just one more fold extra. That's all they did. But it was still the exact same as the small tent, the kids' play tent. The next tent we have is, of course, the Coleman 4-person, but the Coleman 2-person does the exact same thing. A lot of tents use this. No name brand tents use this folding mechanism. They're all the same, or if they're not exactly the same, they're all at least familiar with each other. Of course, this one has the strap as the military bivvy because it does have some force behind it. And this is attached to it, so I'm gonna let it go. Watch. Huge. It's probably out of camera sight. This is a 4-person tent. It is a big boy. That is a big tent. But don't be scared by it. It's still exactly the same. What I'm going to do, again, I'm going to take this pole to that pole, fold it over to that pole, bring them, turn it, take it under, fold it over. It's going to give me 2 ears, and then I'm just going to cross them. Watch how simple this is. Move the camera a little bit, or move the tent a little bit. Just a little bit bigger, a little bit more cumbersome. Okay. Fold, fold, fold. I find it's basically good just to stand here. I think I should have left that door open because on these big tents like this, they'll trap air, but we're going to run with it for now. Fold, exactly same system. Exactly the same. I'm going to stand it up. I'm going to take this end, fold it under itself. Exactly the same way. Exactly the same. I have 2 ears here. I have one here, I have the other here there. Since this ear has the strap, I'm going to put it on top, let it fold over. I usually do this to squeeze the air out. And then you're going to take the strap. Always be careful. Run it around it real quick. And that 4-person pop-up tent is safe. And I'm not going to get my teeth knocked out. Exactly the same system. Here is a pod that I was talking about earlier. I had to refilm this, guys, because when I went to go edit the video, this file was corrupted. So that's why I'm wearing different clothes. So let's lay this out again. And of all the files, of all the videos I want to make sure look good, it was this one because, as you guys can see, I'm going to check on camera. This pop-up tent, this Giga tent, is a name brand, is oddly shaped, and because of that, it requires a different way of folding it. Like all the others, it's going to fold up end to end, but due to its shape, I'm going to take this over just like you did on the other ones. All right, but due to its shape on this one, if you notice the bottom, I have a smaller basket at top and a bigger basket at the bottom, almost like this. See, the other tents you held even, and I'll explain why. When you do it this way, I'm going to try to make this really good, and you fold this down, and you get a good grip on it, and you fold this down, and it makes its rabbit ears or fans. When you cross them over, did you see how that coiled right up? If you do it the other way, which is the normal way you folded the other tents, what happens is when you put the ears and everything together, the base is too small, the bottom circle's too small, and all it wants to do is fight you. And sometimes you get lucky and you can shake it in, and sometimes you can't. Fold them all up to each other, just like that. Take this up like remember, we're going to make it like a bathtub or a hamper, just like that. Then you're going to take this end down and let the two sides fold over themselves, and they will make your circle. The only thing different about this and the tent, such as the pop-up bivvies, the privacy bivvies, due to the shape of the privacy bivvy, it wants to do a little bit more spinning in here, but it does fold up the exact same way. We're going to do exactly the same thing. Fold each one up to the next one. We call them rods, call them poles. But the good thing about with foldable tents is the more you fold them, the more they will start to fold when you fold them up. So we have it just like usual. I'm going to take the end, fold it down. Here are the two fans that you'll have, Mickey Mouse ears, whatever you want to call them, and you're just going to cross them over. And that's how good that's going to go together. Okay, exact same thing. We're going to go here. Take it all the way over. Grab each rod. Once you have them all in your hands, have good grip before you start. And you're going to flip it over. One thing nice about a tent like this, once you've folded it so many times, it wants to fold once you get it over. I'm going to grab the end. The end's going to fold down. And the fans will come across each other. Get the air out. Behind your strap. Left it on the outside. I'm going to put it together. And there we go. We're going to take the ends. We're going to fold them up to each other, just like we normally do. Okay? Then remember, we're going to turn it over, but we're going to have a larger basket on the bottom. Take it under. We're going to fold over to each other. And you're ready to go in your bag. This is the base of the tent. I'm going to put a tent superimposed over this right now to show you what that would look like. Now that you see what the tent would look like, basically what you do on all these tents, it's very simple. From the side, it looks like this. You're going to take one side to the other, and what I've been doing is turning them over, and that gives you what we call the basket. Okay, this is your basket. And what we've been doing is taking this to this edge right here, just like this, and this gives you what I've been calling the Mickey Mouse ears. That's what they look like from behind it, and that's what they look like from the side. And basically what you've been doing is crossing these two ears like this, and then adjusting them just a little bit so they get the same size as the third one. And that was what we end up with, that we've been putting the strap across on some of the stronger tents, and this is what you pack away. And when you pull it out of its bag or its case, whatever it's in, and you let go of it, that base always flops open really fast, and it looks like that. We got it done, but as you can see, they're all familiar. All from a privacy pop-up tent to a military-issued combat bivvy, which is also, like I said before, my favorite bivvy. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to support the channel in any way, there's links below. As always, I'll talk to you all again real soon. Happy camping.